Live from New York, it's Brian and Coco. Coco went to go eat. Well, shit. It's Brian coming to you live. Do I need to do some like solo improv now? Hello, it is me, Brian. Solo improv.
Hey guys, who can I invite?
Oh my god, it's Drew.
Hey.
Oh, we haven't. Have we not set out casters for this week's games yet? We probably should do that. Well, not this one.
What, you didn't like this bubble tea time?
Hmm?
Or were you talking about the casters?
No, we're talking about this game, yeah. We do not have casters
Okay.
set up because we haven't gone through this week, but we should look through this week.
Gotcha.
It's okay. We'll talk about it in the chat. Maybe one of you guys, or you guys
Who
can
can I
pick up
bring over for the
or
spec?
something. Whoever. I need to get invited into the lobby. So.
I sent an invite. Did it appear? I'll try one more time. I can make a new one if need be.
Which teams do you want highlighted next week?
Inv, please.
Yeah.
I'll message them. Maybe they got it.
We can do that. Set up the Canva. I need to make myself a mod. Or I just need to log into not my Twitch on my phone.
All right, Drew. I had enough tokens to buy one of these, like whatever it's called, prestige skins. I bought the Lissandra one over the silver one. How disappointed are you in me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Sivir over Lissandra?
No, I bought Lissandra over Sivir. Come on, man.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, wait, would you have been disappointed in me if I did the other way around?
Yeah, because I think Sivir is kind of boring, honestly.
I know, honestly. Understandable.
What's her lore? She delivers pizzas?
I don't even know. Yeah, something like that. She throws boomerangs, but they're not even shaped like boomerangs. How do they come back? How's that happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
Physics doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna hop back to the team.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Wish me luck. Thank you.
Wow, the solo cast. Well, it's time to fuck around. Oh wait, we need Gamba. And then you want to set up the Gamba?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh dang, it's the Gamba.
You can set it up, Dan. Or if you want
The
to.
bubble tea. I gotta mute myself. Oh god, dear god. So I gotta mute myself. Oh god. Oh god, it's happening.
If you do it right at the start of pick a band.
Oh, wait, you see everything. Oh no, Streamception. Gosh. I am not set up well for this. I just wanted to read and interact with my chat, alright? Unbelievable, honestly.
Wait.
Well, Spec R, boys. Spec R, ready to rumble. Let's get it. Let's do it to it. Let's boogie. Oh yeah, it's our time. You got any subs tonight? No, we do not. Alright, draft is about to get started. Let's see it. Who's gonna be the deep dive? First ban. GB on red side, counter pick. That's pretty appealing. If you're Steven, sure you're gonna wait all the way down unless there's a power pick like Kasante to pick real early. I already typed Spec R. I already typed Spec R. And to boogie. And to do it to it. I should have typed It's a Sejuani first ban. Goodbye, Sejuani. Nobody likes you and your bore. What a bore. Get it? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm pretty sure I just made 30 people cringe at once. Have you ever done that before? I didn't think so. Look at that. The Varus. Oh. Insta-Zyra response. They do not want Nick Mead on his one-trick champion. Even though I would argue his one-trick champion nowadays is Garen. Where's the Nick Mead Garen? The crowd wants it. By the crowd, I mean me. Hello? Ashe and Varus bans considered on the board. They're trying to get rid of Fire Knight champions, and with Ashe being a support pick, maybe that's a Drew ban too. Oh, it's Kindred. Goodbye, Mina's Kindred. No Kazante for you, Steven. Surely they're considering the Ashe with this last one, but they did hover, and they switched to Kindred in the last moment, so they might have something a little different in mind. What else is there to ban, though? Vivarian has a huge pool. Maybe they go for another Mina champ. Oh, but it looks like just the Ashe. Insta-lock on the Maokai. Deep Dive is a pretty versatile team here. I think they could actually split the Maokai to a lot of different roles. It's been about half and half in BTL. Half the teams that play Maokai top, like EXO with Ares of Doom, and then the other half, like Michipu on TSC, have been playing Maokai jungle. We have yet to see Maokai support, though, Drew. Caitlyn, is it Caitlyn Lux, or is it just Caitlyn Karma? Is it, what is it? What does Schluckerbeer play here? He does play a mean Zyra, but he also plays Morgana, and I'm thinking Morgana's a little more likely here. He's had it banned against him a couple times. It could be decent against Maokai. I think I would project a Morgana pick here, just because I know his pool, but it looks like he's going to go with the Nautilus, have a little bit of a go button. I think Nautilus plays pretty badly in Maokai, but we'll see how that lane works out for them. The Caitlyn Nautilus. That's going to give support counter pick over to Deep Dive too. And Drew, I'm sure, is happy to see that. There are some sneaky picks here. You could pick like Twitch support and roam on this real hard. It's going to be Sivir and then a Swain. Probably for a Tate in the mid lane. He's loved that champion just as much as GB's mid laner loves that champion. I'm a little surprised Nikolai didn't even pick there to deny it. But maybe he has a response to it. They could pick the mid lane here for free. See what they want to put into the Swain. Is the Tristana. Okay. Well, that's a quick lane reveal. They're going to need some AP on the rest of this comp, though. Because that Maokai is going to itemize some armor if they do not. And whoever else they decide to pick in their top side. Evarion plays Ornn. So let's see if they get the AP in their jungle and the Shant. Maybe the Shant plays a Karthus or a Fiddlesticks or a Rumble jungle. Or maybe Steven's the one. They'll have to play the Kennen or something. Silas off the board. Followed closely by... I wonder what they would do. Ban out AP tops, ban out AP junglers. It's gotta be one of those two. Uh-oh. 3, 2, 1. It's a Zac ban. Not too bad. Zac does actually output quite a lot of damage. And Ashan does play a lot of Zac. Deep Dive's done their homework. Has GB though. Deep Dive still has top lane, potential flexes here, support jungle for Maokai. It's going to be the Diana ban. So there, oh, Wukong ban. Didn't want Mina on her Wukong. Mina still has a lot of champs left and some sneaker champs that she hasn't played just yet in VTL. I know her Evelyn is pretty cracked. Gwen ban. No Gwen for Steven. No AP damage from the Gwen on the top side. GB might have driven themselves into a bit of a hole here. But let's see if they have an answer. AP jungle or AP top. Let's see which one comes first. I mean, the jungler pick surely comes out first here. But we'll see if it's an AP heavy jungle or not. And it is 2 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a Lilia, so they're going to try to pump the AP damage out from the jungle. And the top lane has a little bit more freedom to go something else. I wonder what else would pair well here. I would think, looking at the comps, there is a chance for Steven to take over the game fully if he goes something pretty aggressive like Renekton or something. But we'll see what he ends up picking. Sort by top laners, why not? Make it a little more clear for everybody else. A lot of top laners up though. Jace is up too, which is an interesting pick here. I don't think it fits their comp at all though. Maybe he's considering Jax or something. It's going to be the Rumble on Deep Dive instead. And this is going to be pretty interesting. Could be a Rumble top, Rengar jungle, Swain mid, Sivir Maokai bot. That's what it looks like at first glance, but we'll see. The pivot to the support pick for Maokai most likely. I mean, they could even do something crazy like, I don't know. Maokai top, Rengar jungle, Rumble mid, Sivir Swain bot. There's options for them. It's going to be a Volibear pick. Not a pick that you see super frequently. But Steven seems to have no qualms picking into this comp. And that's a wrap. This is a pretty interesting comp at GB. I'm not really sure what to make of it, honestly. They got some range for Caitlyn, but they don't really have the range support to make her dominate lane. They counterpick the Swain with Tristana, which is a decent pick, but they really need to explode out of that lane if they want lots of value. Lilia is the sole real AP damage dealer. Volibear does do some AP damage.
I won't be denied.
I'm not 100% sure what this is. It's like a Juggernaut-ish comp, run at you comp, but they also have a couple ADCs, especially one like Caitlyn that needs peel, especially from something like Rengar.
I am forsaken.
I'm a little confused. Deep Dive's comp, however, it's pretty. I think the Rengar is going to be dedicated to diving the backside.
Sharpening my feathers.
But everybody else here just going to try to spit out AoE damage. Maokai's going to try to CC people in place for Swain and Rumble ult to melt while Sivir throws bouncing blades. I think it's a pretty straightforward, pretty solid strategy. And I think GB, it's going to be up to GB to try to break their lines a little bit and not let everything get layered. Make sure that people don't get caught out in a line or in a clump by Maokai. Make sure they can target access. I think it's an uphill battle for GB, but a winnable one, especially if the mid lane breaks open earlier than Deep Dive is hoping it will.
Did you already talk about the Volibear?
Yeah, I'm just randomly saying shit because I'm the only one here.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right. Well, I did say something about the Volibear. How do you feel about the Volibear? Because
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's a good option.
Yeah, I said I have
Like-
no idea why I picked it.
Because like
We'll see.
the reason why I go Volibear is because it is a lane bully that then scales into like a tank. So your damage will fall off pretty quickly, like around 25-30 minutes is pretty much like when your max damage peaks. But then after that, you're pretty much just an absolute nuisance to deal with.
Ooh.
Hoping that the other team can't just like tear you into oblivion, which like the Swain, I don't think can do that because you can also sustain pretty well with your own W. But like the Sivir and Rengar though, like the Sivir is what I'm worried about. If they don't have an answer for that Sivir, which with Tristana Caitlyn they might. So GB really has to get ahead early, like really ahead, solid like 5-6k ahead
Yeah.
for me to be convinced that they can survive after 30-35 minutes.
I think so too. I think the mid lane has to explode. If you pick Tristan to Swain here, you're really
Oh, yeah, you have
gambling
to.
like this guy has got to get ahead and keep his tempo over Swain, and Swain can't be allowed to stat stick. If he ends up stat sticking, it's gonna be difficult for this team to really like focus DPS on him and kill him before Rengar murders them on the backside.
Yeah. I'm not excited for that point. Oh my gosh.
Well,
I was like, where is I can't see my guys streaming.
Oh
Like jump in and
shit!
quickly spectate. But that was because I was on my other account that doesn't have anyone added.
Oh my
Who
gosh!
questions my ability?
I know. Let me see if I can get it.
Oh my god! Wait, I should do play-by-play today. And you do color. How's that gonna work?
Oh my god. Yeah, well, I'm waiting on some food to cook, so I
Oh,
got like
shit.
13 minutes, and then I have to go do it, take care of it.
Oh,
Not even.
perfect, perfect.
Not even. And I can't spectate the game. No.
Oh, when it starts loading in after the draft, you can.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're
They're still in
literally
champ
just
select.
picking their
Alright.
champions, yeah, in champ select.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
got plenty of time. It's the Rumble mid Maokai top. What it looks like right now. They get until 22nd mark to trade, so
yeah. Hmm.
it looks like Maokai top, Rumble mid,
should be.
Swain support.
Okay. Alright, if it's Rumble mid, then and Maokai top, then yeah, this Volibear definitely is something that could possibly pop off. Because then you have like the same thing like we saw with what was it, THD, where they had freaking crazy shit with the Mordekaiser and stuff.
Right.
Hold on.
I do think this is a lot harder for them though, because I don't think Tristana into Rumble is actually a very good matchup for Tristana. Rumble's pretty tanky, can spam the shields, do a lot of trade damage back. Doesn't
Boom.
Yeah, I think it's harder to snowball on Tristana in this matchup. So
Yeah, against
that
the
could be
Rumble,
yeah,
because the
pretty
base damage is
difficult.
higher for sure.
Yeah, he can shield and fight you back if you jump in.
Yep.
So they have to be a little careful because I don't know how much value this Tristana can get. Hopefully, she can find some space and farm. And then the Sivir Swain and a Caitlyn Nautilus matchup is kind of a weird one, honestly. I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you get hit by a lot of Swain things, you're probably in for a bad time. But if Nautilus can hit his stuff on you first, and Caitlyn can get some traps down, or maybe there's gank assist from Lilia, maybe there's some turn there.
Alright, here's the mega
I think you
for
can
like
right-click spectate
400
that, by the way.
IQ. Here's like my 400 IQ opinion.
Mhm.
You should trade swap Caitlyn and Tristana so Caitlyn is mid and just isolates the lane and stabilizes it, and you put Tristana not bot and you
go
just make a kill
hard.
lane.
I
Yeah,
like it. I like it.
that'd be
Thinking
spicy.
outside the box.
That'd be nuts, but yeah, that's not gonna be the case, is it? You know what also might have been nuts here too? Is like Darius. Like Darius top. You just bully the shit out of Maokai. And you scale harder than the Volibear.
Mhm. I can see that. I can see that for sure. And I feel like Darius is kind of a terror into some of this other team too. They have to really get into into touching distance to mess with you as Darius, except for Sivir. And if Sivir's
Yeah.
not huge, then you can kind of spin on them. And Steven
Yeah.
does play a mean Darius. I'm surprised he didn't take it. Well, I'm just
I'm a
surprised
little
in general
sad.
he took Volibear. Not sure
If
he
if
didn't
they
have other
win,
options or something.
if they win, we'll have to ask why the Volibear top and not
Mhm.
Darius or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a world he just didn't expect it into Maokai.
I just feel like the answer is honestly just he's gonna say, "Man, I was high," and that was the first thing that came to my mind was Volibear top.
I also think Tristana Lilia lane, even though they have damage diversification, I think it is a little weird because they don't have like super great lockdown or anything. So
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little different than a lane like I don't know like Elise or like let's say Tristana Elise combo or something where you can jump on the slow, get them slowed, or get the stun first to
Mhm.
make sure you line up your whole combo.
Mhm.
And guarantee a ton of kills. Lilia in the early game is a strong jungler in the sense that she likes running in people's faces and queuing them and being a nuisance, but I don't know if she makes for a great mid lane ganker. Not as much as like Elise does or something along those lines that can really set up your kills early with CC and damage. So
True. Yeah. Yeah. So many questions, so little time.
Morgana was up. I thought they were gonna take Caitlyn Morgana honestly, because Shuckabir is like special. He's a big fan of the
Oh,
champion.
that is,
Thank
yeah,
you,
that is
Nautilus.
true. So many things they could have taken, but they didn't. What an anomaly.
They've got something planned. I mean, something spicy, surely. It's not their level 1, though. They don't have a great level 1 either. They got Nautilus Hook, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like you could argue they could level one invade.
Mhm.
Like go through bot or go through top side. I feel like if you go through top side, it might be good.
Alright. We're going in game. Soon.
How long
Soon.
have we loaded?
Toon TM. I see it loading on my screen, but not on the stream. There we go. We did it. Woohoo! Let's check how many mastery points everybody has. That's the real question.
Interesting. Okay, so
Oh my
Kirasaki
God.
also went Grasp the Undying instead of Press the Attack. Usually you think like if you want to win early, you go PTA and just do Massive Burst. But he's going a bit tankier.
Mm-hmm.
He's heavily investing in the fact that he'll hard win this lane and then just be too beefy for anyone to like deal with in the mid game for him to just run over this game. That's a take. There's definitely a hot push there. Either that or you just freaking Googled like UGG.
What
best
is a
build.
volley bear?
What is a bear?
I think there's actually a lot of interesting rune choices this game. I think Nathaniel taking Phase Rush on Rumble is pretty interesting. I play a lot of Rumble, and like, I don't think you need it really. I mean, this comp.
Oh, ooh,
maybe.
they are going through it. They're going through the level 1 top invade. See if they can bully up the street a
30
bit.
seconds until minions spawn.
Because he can't get out. All he's got is flash. You got potential Volibear stun. You got hook from Nautilus. You got potential Caitlyn trap.
They're gonna go in together now. Emprix is lagging a little bit behind, but they might see Avari on here. No, they see him,
Safe
but he
call.
gets out of dodge. And on the other side, QDAF in their top jungle actually sticks a ward over the wall that might go unscouted.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like she'll know exactly where Emprix starts on his top side. Gonna move down to the bot side, so they're gonna swap on sides of the jungle. Do you think we're gonna see any like really aggressive early game action here, or is it just gonna be a full clear to opposite sides of the map?
If anything, the action is going to be laner, like lane phase initiated. So you're gonna see like Shlokabeer or Kirasaki Ace trying to force fights and really get people low so that you can potentially dive a squishy champion, especially against Averion, who's against Maokai. Like the Maokai is going to be very, very squishy early.
Right.
Or you're going to see nothing happen. So definitely side lane focus, and I think you were right with the Rumble pick. Just like Rumble Tristana, like they're just going to shake hands.
Yeah, they do have both Ignite though, so if there is an engage, someone's probably going down. We'll see who it is. I think it'll be a closer 1v1 than Swain mid would have been. Oh, nice little snare. Doesn't really get too much out of it. It looks like the bot shove is gonna go to the Caitlyn Nautilus lane, even though they're not the double range lane, but they did get in lane early because their jungler started topside, so they're reaping the benefits of that level 1 decision. Karasaki Ace going in hard, getting a big chunk of damage. Gonna take a trade, get some grass procs off. Winning trade for Volibear. I mean, he wins this lane early, right?
Yeah, he hard wins this lane early. Like I mentioned like I mentioned before during the loading screen, if you had PTA, he'd be hard winning because then you can stack your PTA very quickly because your W stacks it as well. But because it's grasp, he's going for much more sustain.
Right. When does the lane start flipping here?
Once mythics are cashed in, honestly. Like once Maokai can actually get tanky with either Jack Show or Radiant Virtue, and can start being that true tank that he needs to be, then it's really hard for Volibear to start killing him, but that's when you have to get out of that lane. Like, by the time Mythics are done, this Volibear needs to be looking into the jungle and looking elsewhere across the map for kills.
Well, the junglers, like we predicted, just doing full clears. Gonna go to opposite sides of the map, gonna trade crabs most likely, so looks like it's just gonna be lane kingdoms right now. And speaking of lane kingdoms, Steven does have an early lead. The gold is super even though. It's negligible the difference. Everybody seems to be farming pretty well. Daniel gonna get a little bit more poke on Don't Tell the Boys. Nothing too bad though. It's gonna be a slow roll.
Well, I'm gonna take the gamble and think nothing's gonna happen because I gotta go get my food. So I'm gonna be gone for like 4 minutes. Good luck. Here,
Bye.
take it over.
Oh wait, something's happening, Coco! It's a first blood, Coco! You missed it! Oh, he left.
Right when I leave. Right when I leave, something happens.
He jinxed it. That's a caster curse. We gotta tell Drew that you cursed him. Oh no, goodbye this guy too. Oh, he's big dead. Had to invest a flash and ignite. But they'll take that. Take that any day. Nathaniel with a kill set up by QDAF. He's gonna push in the wave. Emprix gonna pick up this wave here. big swings in both the bot lane and the mid lane. However, a little bit of a gold advantage will go over to GB as they got the first blood and can clear this wave out. However, that gold goes into the pockets of Rumble compared to Nautilus. That's a big discrepancy there. We'll see if that amounts to anything, if Rumble can come back in the lane and really dominate now that he's up a flash and up a kill. He's gonna buy the alternator. He's gonna do a ton of chunk damage with every E he hits or every little bit of Q he hits on the Tristana. In the meantime, in the top lane, Ace is just going PC for Kawasaki Ace as he takes even more winning streaks. He's got some mastery of the bear, even if we felt like it was kind of a strange pick. It's his strange pick. Varian under tower, trying to heal off. No creeps, clear the wave, but Volibear is going to get played. It will not be denied. Don't tell the boys jumps out here. Volibear is going to take a lot of damage from the tower, but forces a flash out of Maokai. Kawasaki Ace making sure the GB prophecy comes true. Even if in mid lane after the gank and death, Don't Tell the Boys is having a tough time, down to a significant amount of CS. But luckily his side lanes are way ahead. Missed Q on the Nautilus was punished a bit by the Swain Q, but it's not too bad for either team right now. Swain has no flash though. Nice little snare here on the Nick Mead, but Sluckerbeer is gonna find him in the bush. He's gonna get chunked. A little bit of return damage, but Drew did not like that one. Not feeling happy that he got caught out by the Nautilus. He's gonna look for a blood on Fire Knight or Drew. Gonna get spell shielded. Take a little bit of damage, but he shields all of it out. It's okay, but Daniel running down the river. If GB doesn't see this coming, it could be lethal because Daniel am I saying that? Tap it. Daniel. Yeah, that's fine. Good enough. Play Daniel, except duh. But he's got ult. Not gonna use it here. Gonna walk right back to mid lane. Don't Tell the Boys to shove the lane. So Daniel's gonna pick up as much CS as he can. Both teams looking to get a little bit deeper in this game because I don't think anybody's gonna be able to force any action anytime soon. Varian down a flash and a TP, however, so Kawasaki Ace does have a lot of lane advantage right now. Gonna push him out with every E that he hits or attempts to hit. The wave is coming into Kawasaki Ace, and Varian has to be careful about the wave getting stuck. Daniel on the roam again. After starting out the mid lane, he's halfway down the river. But it looks like GB's bot lane has snuffed it out. And now it's going to be a 4-man clump here. They're gathering around the dragon, and Rengar is going to peek. Netflix is already like half HP though. Oh, the hook on the... Rengar is huge. Rengar's taking tons of damage. Rengar's gonna go down to the Nick Mead. Oh, Sluckerbeer walked back into the Rumble, but he's okay. Nice little escape there for Don't Tell the Boys, and it's a free kill over the Nick Mead. And last time I mentioned Kate Nalantana carry. He doesn't need the kills. Oh, Nick Mead though on the Caitlyn, he very much would like those kills. Oh, to Daniel. Getting tagged with a red buff. Big damage back into the Nick Mead. Blast comes stuff over the wall. 2 Drews waiting arms, but Drew misses the E. And now with the traps, Nick Mead overstaying his welcome though. He thought he could keep poking in after he dodged the E, but it's gonna be the whole team there. Daniel's gonna flash onto him for his second kill of the game. This Rumble could be a problem. Dragon take over. Deep dive as well. Deep diving in the Ocean Drag. Too bad it's not Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul would be kind of silly on this team, honestly. But instead, Mountain is the next one. So no Mountain Soul, no Ocean Soul. It leaves 2 spicy ones and 1 cloud. 3 spicy ones and 1 cloud. Knowing our luck, it's gonna be a cloud. Both junglers in a pretty hyped up matchup. Emprix versus the queen of deep dive herself, Nina. Been a slow one though, but sooner or later, Rengar is gonna pop out of nowhere and pop somebody, and Lilia is gonna flash into a fight, get a 9-man sweep, or 5-man sweep. We'll see who comes out supreme in the battle of the jungle. Definitely looks like Volibear is coming out supreme on the top side. Huge trade, lots of damage. Gets the shield down to negate any trade backs. He's trying to zone him off the creep. Not gonna work, he's gonna take some damage back. But now that Varian engages, Steven might find that this is his time to kill. He does have ult. He's gonna hold off and push the wave in. Good patience. Tons of shove here from Sivir, but Sivir is tremendously far behind in CS right now. Lots of power onto the Caitlyn on their next back. 2AF here, looking to bait out Karasaki Ace to a fight that he doesn't want to take. But I don't think I've ever seen Karasaki Ace not take a fight. He's gonna go down after investing the ult, but no flash in a 2AF. Rengar and Rumble have the kills. There's just something about champions whose names start with R. Should have picked Renekton in this game, Steven. Could have had an R name. It's Nautilus and Caitlyn don't have R in their name. Oh, big damage onto both sides. Gonna be some poke here by the Nick Mead. Has to make sure he avoids the E. There is no E. Poke attempt by Thunderbird goes wide. Would have been spell shielded regardless. He's taking a lot of chunk act in return. Oh, big ol' on Drew. He's gonna hook him. Drew has no ult. Drew's not gonna go down. Gonna have to burn a flash. Fire Knight 2. Rumble here to try to clean up some kills. Can't get any of them, but does get the flash off of Nick Mead. The TP is stopped by Avarion. Steven's gonna run at him in his rage. Can't get much value out of it though. So that's just a free TP summoner off of the Volibear. Varion does a great job tracking him and preventing him from getting an entry into the fight on the bot side. Could have been a lot worse for GB, but they were saved. Send me a message? Can you let everyone know that MBB won the poll for favorite BTL stream at the end? What kind of poll is that? Where is this poll? Oh, there's some action here. Just kidding. There was absolutely no action. Resident Sleeper. Projected a little bit bloodier of a game with the mid-lane matchup. It seems like, oh, the team is going to go hard. Shut down the tower. He's gonna take tower shots, but the damage is dealt. QEF gonna live. Steven gonna live too. Avarion drags himself into the team. He gets rooted by Schluckerbeer. Doesn't go down yet though. Kawasaki Ace really wants this. He flashes and stuns the creep, and now he's really far behind enemy lines. He may have bit off a little bit more than he can chew. He's gonna try to turn here, surely, because there's no way he's getting away from this. And he goes down. A little bit ahead of his team. His team will get the tower. Oh, they won't even get the tower. That could have been a really positive play, but he flashed and stunned the creep. If he had stunned QDAF, surely it was a kill inside of his E. But unfortunately, he just has to take his time respawning. Avarion's going to get a little bit of free CS here too. Try to push in the wave as hard as he can. And now onto the dragon. GB has their sights set on taking their first dragon in the game, but it looks like Drew starting to maneuver his way in. Pip is warded out, and there is a trap line. It is going to be a free dragon take. Emprix, Schluckerbeer, Nick Mead. taking back a little bit of value for the Volley Bear. And now the Volley Bear is on map and able to farm. He's gonna find a way to redeem himself in the next fight, but it is a very close match right now. 600 gold lead for GB. I'm not convinced that's enough though. I think they need some more. I think they need enough to make sure that they can clear the break points that they really need for Tristana to do lethal jump in damage and for Caitlyn to be able to backline and hit all these short range carries. And they need to live against the Rengar. He just said they've done a huge chunk, by the way, from Nick Mead under the Fire Knight 19. Hook into Drew, but he has his ult running. Are they gonna fight in it? Sluckerby is gonna go down. Oh, and Drew's gonna. Oh my god, the headshot. One tap Fire Knight. They don't have creeps, so the shove is gonna be a little slower. That was almost 2 kills there. Oh, Kawasaki Ace gonna run straight into QDAF, who can't duel him solo, but he does. QDAF does have a friendly Maokai. They're gonna try to 2v1 him as the Tristana enters the fray. He's gonna flash over, get QDAF. It's gonna be the resetty spaghetti. He's gonna jump through, but Rumble's here with a big ult in the line. Don't tell the boy's gonna go down. Kawasaki Ace has to run. Run. With those 4 little legs. Oh, he's gonna go down too. Nathaniel with a double kill, but he's gonna get slept. And Drew gonna get taken down by Nick Mead. Nathaniel 2 down to Nick Mead. And Nick Mead has 4 kills, just like Nathaniel. And it's just in time for the Herald. There's a lot of action now. The map kind of just exploded in the last like couple minutes. But at the end of the day, GB getting some extra value over and over again. They got the dragon. They got the tower. They didn't get the tower. Mid tower is still up. Just kidding. Nobody's got a tower yet. First tower gold is still up for grabs. Hello? I mean, that mid tower is gonna be like 1 hit. I gotta pan to it. I gotta pan to it, guys. What the? That's 275 HP. Hello? Someone's gotta take that mid tower. What about top tower? And that's more than 275 HP. Lame. Alright, Avarion waddling on over to the top side. Gonna be met by Kawasaki Ace, looking for his first kill of the game. But even though he hasn't had any kills, he's had a lot of impact. Diving the mid tower, shutting it down, getting kills there. Baiting in QDAF and Avarion and Daniel to the meat grinder in the last fight. His hasn't been a great lead yet. Definitely been impactful plays to keep GB in this one. And now he's dueling Avarion, but he looks like he's losing pretty hard. Luckily, Emprix is here. The Lilia's here to save the day and get CC'd out. Emprix gonna get a little bit of a stack. It's just the 3 of them. But the Maokai is so tanky, and don't tell the boys this goes down. The Rumble's too big. Nick Mead, nice flash to survive. Oh, huge combo. Oh, good flash from Drew to avoid the hook, or else that was a sure death. And then Nick Mead having for flash burst. QDAF is right here. Nice snare. QDAF gonna look for it anyway. Gonna try to get the 1-shot, but she can't get the 1-shot. She gets it eventually. Gets a big shutdown, but goes down for it. Worth, I would say. She did get a gigantic cast infusion there. I didn't see who got it first tower. Who got it? Who got it? I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. I don't even know. It's doomed. Alright, whatever. You know what? We're gonna say both of them got it. Good job, teams. Don't tell the boys hovering in. Fire Knight's just gonna solo shove. Gonna vacate his space to let Steven clear out the wave. No tower's worth his life, he says. One more auto though. We'll secure that one. We're gonna see deep dive, rotate their team over. It's a really close game. 100 gold apart. Nathaniel here on the Rumble being a menace. He's huge, he gets snared. Damage back and forth. Nice trap there to get some extra damage onto the teleporting Avarion. But now it's a 5-man club, it's a 5-man club, and you gotta think that this is gonna be a pivotal fight. A flash away from Emprix, but QDF might have been not more than she can shoot. She's out though. And it looks like Don't Tell the Boys is gonna go down. Huge fight. Triple kill. Is it gonna be a quadra for Nathaniel? It's a quadra. He's huge. 9-2 on the Rumble. And they lose no one. Fighting in a choke against Maokai, Rumble, Fiver, Swain. Not recommended. And QBF barely made it out of there by the skin of her teeth. But she did her job. She funneled them right into that little choke point. And Deep Dive, seeing the choke point, dropped everything on it, just unload all of their ultimates, all of their abilities, all their spells, auto attack over and over with the bouncing blades. And it was just too much damage for GB to handle. And what was a tied game under a minute ago is now a 3.5k gold lead for Deep Dive. It's a pretty significant one. And not only that, but that gold is really stacked on the Rumble, who's 2,000 gold ahead of his counterpart, Don't Tell the Boys, on his Tristana. Feels like to me, Tristana's gonna have to take a long road to relevancy here because she's just that far behind in items. And don't even mention the fact that Rengar is just building full damage. And if they don't have stopwatches, Rengar might just straight up one-shot Tristana or Caitlyn. This is going to be a difficult game until they get stopwatches and get further on track with the curve that they need to really output significant damage to Maokai, to Rumble, to Swain. Oh, almost one-shot. Nick Mead is going to get revenge, surely though. It's actually Emprix who dodges out of the Rumble ult, so it's actually a positive play. Kawasaki Ace teleports in. He thought, oh, maybe my friends get run down, but they didn't. And now he's in the mid lane.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Trying to find somebody, can't find anybody. It's gonna be a slow roll until the next objective comes up. Both teams satisfied to farm it out. Still pretty close game. That gigantic gold swing that we saw is actually reverted a little bit, and now it's only 1.2k gold lead. That's half of what it was right after that huge fight in the bot side. But with Hex Tech Soul on the Rift, anything can happen. GB's gonna have to take a few stacks of their own, but Caitlyn and Tristana with Hex Tech Soul and Lilia does sound like quite the pair. Yeah, gonna get chunked a little bit, but not as chunked as Don't Tell the Boys. In the bot lane, meanwhile, it's a gentleman's duel. Bear versus Tree. Tree looks like he's kicking Bear's ass, however. Or is he? Bear, big combo, but he's still not healing enough. His W isn't gonna have him win the sustain battle. Slow, I'm falling asleep, boys. This can't happen to me. I'm the solo caster. What is everybody gonna do? Listen to this game in silence? I would never. But yeah, it's kind of a resident sleeper. 900 gold difference. Barely anything. Come on, let's get back to banger status. Steven, just run into them. Give me a show. Ping.
Got this.
Moving over to the dragon. Let's find out what it spawns. They don't have the correct timers on. Unbelievable. 20 seconds until certain doom. GB has to have learned from their last fight. No corridors. Corridors bad. Open good. If they can get an open river fight or an open fight in mid, that's the preference. But anytime Emperix filters into that corridor right there, or the shot comes through, it's a risk against this 9-2 Rumble. Maokai picks up the Tristana, but everybody's in pit. Nathaniel's actually in really early and is almost dead. Nathaniel is gonna die. Don't tell the boys kills Kitty AF. This is probably a GB sweep. Emprix is still alive. They're fighting it back. Schluckerbeer is gonna go down. Might not be a sweep. Oh, the big flash by Karasaki Ace. But Avarion trades on Nick Need. Emprix here trying to get away. He's gonna be able to do it. And GB is gonna be able to do it. They're gonna be able to clean up this fight. Nishant stopwatches for fun at the end of it. And it's gonna be the second dragon over. They're not gonna have time to ban or anything, but that's a statement right there. We can fight you on our terms in the mid-river. They didn't all stack on the Rumble. They didn't all stack up for anybody on Deep Dive. They just nuked them all at once. It took tons and tons of effort for them to run down the Tristana, run down the Caitlyn. And at the end, they take home the objective and a gold lead, a small one. But still a gold lead. 1.2k, we'll take it. The GB faithful who have kept their dongers up and waiting. This is what they've been looking for. A performance where Steven setting up his teammates. Nick Need getting some taps in. Steven running for his life. What more can you ask from a GB masterpiece?
Yo, how's the solo cast going?
Yo, I'm trying. What's up?
Hey! Sorry,
Is your
I got
hunger
pulled-
sated?
No, I got pulled aside because I needed to fix the TV in our living room, and it is not fixed because
Oh, no.
of reasons, but I am taking a mental break from it. But
They do
checking
call him
in.
Coco the Dragon, not Coco the Handyman.
yeah, well, I do have that Home Depot vibe sometimes. But I want to check in really quick with these the story narratives. So the Volibear didn't win lane and is now struggling.
Yeah, kind of weird. But the Volibear, even though he's struggling, he's not struggling that hard. He set up a lot of kills and he was a menace in that last fight. So looks like it's going okay. They did take a... GB took a fight in a choke point that got them full aced in a quadra over the Rumble. But since then, they've learned, okay, fighting in choke points against Rumble, Sivir, Maokai, probably bad idea. So they've been taking open field fights and it's been a lot cleaner. They won the last fight at the Dragon to give them their first Hextech Dragon. So it looks like it's going to be a Baron Force here and they're going to try to catch them in the choke. They're going to filter in. Look at that line. They're peeling off. And if they don't see this coming, it could be disaster. Oh, but they do. Nishant scouts it with the E. They're ready for it this time. No choke points, and they actually have mid-prio because of this. Look at Steven here, walking up to try to zone them off of the wave, too. It really is a game here. Can one team force the other team to fight in a choke or not? Look at this. It's gonna take a little bit of a calm turn now. Nishant just took the back.
Wow.
Doesn't have... I mean, his inventory is kind of stuck. He has a lot of components there. If you look at the Lilia's build, it's Leandri's, boots, and then 4 components, one of which is a broken stopwatch. Actually missing quite a lot of combat power.
Yeah, that's not that much combat power. And you think he's gonna finish No. Not gonna finish Morello's, just has the heal cut for it.
Yeah, I think it's actually an issue because they just don't have much AP damage outside of the Lilia. So if he doesn't have much combat power, then you better hope his teammates can try to shred as much armor as possible on the Maokai. Luckily, Maokai and a little bit of Rumble, because he has Zhonya's, they're the only ones that really have armor.
Mm-hmm.
Just on this screen, I guess. Or whatever that thing is called now. What'd you get to eat, Coco?
I got made some fried rice. Made some fried rice. Beef fried rice.
Classic. Oh, Nick Mead!
Someone gonna explode though.
He's gonna die to the Rumble? No, he Gale Forces off of it, but Chuckabeer's big dead. Picked off. Oh no, she's coming for you. Shoot AF.
Oh my god.
Trying to one-shot. She's gonna get slept though. Forced back a little bit. Oh, big combo. Emprix is surely dead. Too much zone. Oh, nice little
Foul?
watch there. He's gonna go
He's
down.
dead? Without?
Oh,
No?
flash from
Oh,
Drew to
good
block it.
block.
And they just found them. I mean, they had to make their way into it. Nick Mead was barely able to escape the initial engage, but Schluckebeer not so lucky. And it means the first Baron almost surely going to go down a deep dive as GB tried to stream back towards it without using the gate, mind you. But I don't
going
think
pretty slow.
they'll be able to find it. Clean and easy. A pick leading to a Baron. Wait, Harrison Gates is gonna run in, checking with his face, but he doesn't have ult. He does have a shield, but I think he's just gonna go down. Oh, Schluckebeer goes in right after him, gets a big knockdown, but there's no one to follow it up. Oh no, and Nick Mead doesn't have Gale Force now. He has Flash, but that's it. He's not even gonna try. Oh, it could be a full ace, and if it's a full ace, it could be a win. Triple onto the Rengar. Oh no, is this the dub? Is this curtains? Coco, is it over?
I don't know. I don't think it's over just yet, but Good Boys made the most bad boy play I've ever seen.
No.
Really throwing any way to get back into this game for the next like 10 minutes. And this is the problem, 30 minutes. Your damage is dampened. You have to rely on the Tristana and the Caitlyn to do anything, and they don't have armor shred. There's no armor shred at all on those two ADCs.
Yeah, Makai in the front line being a huge threat. Double Radiant to come out for healing everywhere. And Lilia came out of base and still doesn't have an item or a second item complete to pair with the Lilia. Missing a ton of combat power still. They're gonna have to wait for at least another item or two on the Lilia, also on the Tristana. They're just having a hard time. I mean, if Rengar ever touches Caitlyn or Trist, who don't have immediate peel because the knowledge is gonna take time to heal, and they
Oh,
can't
you're
really
just dead here.
heal. Oh no.
You're just
no,
dead here. I don't
no,
even think,
no.
even if you're under turret, you're just dead.
No. Well,
Oh, that's broken. That is so broken.
it's a little painful. Look at her build. That's some damage right there.
Oh, I hate it. I hate this Rengar build at the moment with first strike, just ripping people apart. Phenomenal work, but a nightmare again.
No, not again. Oh, she goes down though. She pays for her sins.
Alright. But what's this TP from Mr. Kiyosaki?
Oh.
I don't think this is it, Chief.
Yeah, the Swain ult gonna keep him up. Wait, it's a big 4-man sleep, but no follow-up. The ADCs are dead. There's not much to do. And Steven's just gonna get run down. Flashes over the wall, ults away. He actually survived. The shot had it in him, but his carries were dead. There was nothing doing. Oh. Nice little fluffer. Oh no, Steven. No. It's not like this. They do nothing to the Maokai, no armor shred.
I think this is curtains now, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know if BB has the miracle left in him because... Oh, it's not a push to win, but the base is in shambles. 2 inhibs down, 2 lanes fully shoved in.
This reset right here is pretty much just calling the casting crew. All right, wrapping it up, striking the set down. Like, grab your final pieces of your energy drinks, grab your protein bars. We're looking for the final push here to wrap this show up.
I keep pressing X on the goal to see if Tristana or Caitlyn have money for stopwatch. Caitlyn does, but they kind of need it. I've been seeing a lot of one-shots. I mean, Caitlyn built the chain vest to try to reduce the damage and build towards the GA.
Yeah.
She has her stopwatch now too, thankfully. But Tristana not so much. If Rengar so much as looks at her, Tristana's probably going to be in the garbage bin. Alright. Another item is actually completed by Lilia. Demonic.
At this point, it's too late. Like,
Yeah.
You don't do anything. You get blown up just as fast as anyone else on the team. If you have less than 4,000 health and 200 armor, that Rengar looks at you, you're done. It's over. I guess like the only thing after this is pretty much just a question of how clean can deep dive on a large win, like 6,000 golden lead. How quickly can they clean up with this comp?
Yeah.
Like they have turret diving capability with Maokai ult and with Swain tankiness. You have the damage to rip people through.
Oh,
Nick,
Nick,
look
nice
for it.
dodge. Oh, the Rumble with the Swain damage. They're all dead. Half the team isn't even there yet. Don't tell the boys jump in. Probably to his impending doom. I respect it. Kawasaki Ace can't get any back. Varian gonna live through that too. And Emperor is the only one
Has been destroyed.
hold down the fort, but I think, much like the Alamo, it's not staying up for that long. I'm sorry. All my Texans out there, I still remember. But it's over. I'll remember this game too as the game where it could have been, but it wasn't. And in the end, 30-15. Deep Dive continued the winning streak, 5-0. Pretty dominant team, Coco. We're gonna have to take them down, right? And now it's up to us. We talked about this in BTD. Now it's up to us.
Yeah. Now it's up to either RB or AR.
Yeah,
One of the
teams,
Rs.
So let's be honest. It's up to us.
Yeah. And if it's any of the teams, it's gonna be the Red Bullies.
Yeah.
Red Bullies are
we
gonna
take
find
that,
the
we take
W.
that. And if it's not us, I'm down to have AR take home the crown. Good luck,
Yeah.
Coco.
Because you fight him what next week? Like not this week, but next
I
week.
think we timed late. I don't know. Maybe.
Crazy.
Nathaniel leading in the damage chart. Not too surprising. He got a quadra kill in the middle of the game on the Rumble. Have we called in Tate before? I don't know. I have no idea who we usually call in.
That is a question for them.
Go in the
Yeah, let's just ask them. Coco, you mind if you go in and ask them? Just send somebody, and we'll find out.
I asked them
Okay.
about NBB or the Milwaukee Bucks being the favorite team of BTL.
We'll ask them. My predictions, though. This is what happens when you. This is what happens when you vote for the underdog.
Brian voting against the grain.
Yeah, well, I didn't put in any points in the Gambo, alright? I hedged my bets a little bit here. Oh no.
So I brought Drew because he's the only one that hasn't been interviewed yet.
Hello.
Perfect.
I've been trying to highlight my teammates because I think they all play very well.
Alright,
Well,
well, you
Vin.
can highlight yourself now, too. So, what a win. Nice little composition, nice quadra kill by Tate in the mid lane. I mean, I don't know. This game, how did you feel about their comp? Number one, I like the Volibear last pick. How did you feel about that? We didn't see that coming at all. We were like, whoa, Volibear.
Yeah. We wanted to get away from the Gwen because they triple AD on,
Yep.
well, not triple, but
Double AD.
Caitlyn Tristana early pick because they thought the Swain was going mid, which makes sense. I would think that too until Tate asked if I could play the Swain instead, because that was not part of my draft document, my Lemon Nation notebook plan. Flexing the Swain, because as you could see, it's not the most comfortable pick for me, but like I can play it, and if I build Radiant Virtue, I'm useful anyways. Yeah, we didn't see the Volibear coming, but we knew that they would have to pick something AP topside at that point, so we wanted to get away the Gwen in particular. And it seemed like the Maokai Volibear matchup went totally fine.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not too bad. I mean, there's some interesting builds and stuff here. Specifically, QDAF's build where she just one-shot everybody and their mothers in a resounding echo after the initial one-shot.
Yeah, and didn't even need to get the snowball going. Just did it off of pick alone and getting the farm and the turret gold.
Yeah, she didn't even need setup. She just jumped in and was like, goodbye. And it's not like, neither of them had exhaust or anything. Neither of them built a stopwatch until Nick me late in the game, so it was pretty impossible to avoid.
Yeah.
Like a pretty overpowered pick, piloted by Mina, the god
We
queen
thought
of
that-
Deep Dive herself.
Yeah, we didn't know that it was going to be a Rengar pick, but once they locked in, the Lilia, the Tristana, the Caitlyn, it just looked really good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely panned out. Well, Elena has a question for you guys. How do you feel about the fact that everybody voted for the Milwaukee Bucks baby as their favorite BTL team? Thoughts? They beat
Understandable.
the Bucks and MBB. I know, formidable competition.
What?
Yeah.
People, wait, I didn't vote on this. What the hell? This is rigged.
It's rigged. What the heck?
This is completely rigged.
It's
MBB
alright.
just has so much brand power,
It's
True,
alright.
they are the
Like
literal
they have a
Milwaukee
channel
Bucks.
named after them.
It's true.
They have a
No
team
other
named
has
after
that.
them.
Yeah, that too.
That's crazy. Milwaukee Bucks, baby. All right, Drew. Who's your next opponent?
Our next opponent frantically checks notes.
Let's find out together.
Looks through elimination notebook.
Your next opponent is gonna be SB.
Second Breakfast, who I
You're gonna-
casted just yesterday.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
gonna see them play against RB first, hopefully, before your game. But how confident are you against them? I mean, they look really strong, but they actually fell to 2-2 last week after losing to AR. So, do you think they're still in the running for top teams, or do you think it's gonna be cake for you guys?
I think every team is cake at this point.
Ooh,
Because I think
5-0.
we're
You can say
kind
that.
of a super team because everyone's just so flexible, so nice to work with, and has the widest champion ocean known to man. We've
That's why they
transformed
call you
Fire
Deep
Knight from
Dive.
being the Ash Varus 2-trick into he can play anything he wants at this point, and Mina, they're just an amazing player as well.
All right. Well, it seems like you've taken the league by storm at 5-0. See if that continues against SB and AR after that. But thanks for the interview, Drew. Thanks to everybody who watched this game and saw GB try, but Deep Dive keep their undefeated streak going. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye.